right, some of the information from the passage, or what we call it as the extract, right, and then write it as your explanation, or what we call as an application. Okay, in the paper 1, total we have 80 marks, right? So total the whole paper for paper 1 is 80 marks. And for this 80 marks, right, we have total 4 questions, right? So which means each question is 20 marks, okay? Right, so each question is 20 marks. Okay, so for each of the question, right, they will break down into A, B, C, D, E, right? Total 5 in each of the question, okay? A, B, C, D, E. Now I will explain the format, all right, of each of this A, B, C, D, E. Okay, what is the requirement, right? What is the requirement for each of these questions? Okay, for the question A and B, usually these are quite straightforward, right? When they will ask about the definition, or maybe they'll ask about the identification, or even sometimes they will ask about the calculation. Now for the question A and B, this one you no need to apply anything from the passage, right? So basically just write what is asked from the questions. For example, let's say when they ask you define, you just give the definition. And for this mark, right, they are called as the knowledge, okay, so which is a K. So for your question A and question B, they are asking for knowledge mark, right? So for knowledge is K. So K means your knowledge, your answer to the question. So they will give you 2 marks for each, right? So total here will be 4 marks, okay? And usually for A, B are quite easy because they will ask about the definition, or sometimes they only ask about the reason, identification, or calculation. So if it's possible, try to answer all the questions, right, for the definition, identification, or calculation. And while for question C, now for the question C, right, this is total 4 marks, right? So here actually we have 2 styles of asking. One is when they'll ask for 4 answers, right? So which is way 1 to way 4. This one you just give your knowledge. You just identify. So identify means what? No need to explain, right? No explanation needed, or what we call as no application or analysis needed. So you just write your answer for the way 1 to way 4, and then each of them will carry 1 mark for the knowledge, and then total will be up to your 4 marks, okay? Now for the ABC, right, quite straightforward. And another type of the question C, right, you may look at this question 2. So when you look at this question C, when they ask you outline 1 benefit and 1 limitation, so here actually they only ask for 2 knowledges, okay? Benefit is 1 knowledge and limitation is another knowledge. Now, but the total is 4 marks, right? Where is another 2 marks go? So it go to your application, right? So APP, application. So basically what is application is when you need to refer, right? You need to refer to this passage, or even sometimes they may give you the table or diagram. So for application, this is actually just copy and paste from the extract, right? Okay, from the extract. You just copy and paste any information from the extract and write it as your explanation to your knowledge. Okay, so for each of this will be 2 marks and 2 marks, right? So which means 1 knowledge with 1 application. And for your application, right? For your application, you cannot repeat the same application in the same question C, right? So which means after you write for your benefit application, for your limitation application, you need to extract another one, right? So you cannot repeat using the same one. So you need to use 2 different applications for this question C, right? Okay, 2 different applications for the question C. Okay, so for this C, right? So this is another style of asking where they'll ask you for 2 knowledges and then with 1 application. Okay, now then go back to the question E. Question D. Now for question D is 6 marks, right? And usually they'll ask for 2 knowledges. So here we have 1, another one with here. All right. Now when you come to the explanation, so what you need to include as your explanation is you need to write 1 analysis. Okay, so what is analysis? Basically is your further explanation that based on your knowledge, right? And with 1 application, right? So application, same thing, you just refer back to the passage and then extract the information and copy and paste, right? Copy and paste, so remember, no need to modify, no need to rephrase any sentence from the extract. Just copy and paste the information and write into your sentence, all right? Well, for the second knowledge, the same thing, you give 1 analysis and 1 application. So for application, as I said, cannot repeat the same one in the same question D, but you can use the same question C application to question D lah.